story is coming in from UP. Remember that runaway couple from Bareilly who had eloped and married against the wishes of the bride's political family? They had to appear in the High Court in Allahabad. And they did this under the protection of the UP police. But guess what? They were targeted on the court's premises, with the groom, Ajitesh, being hit. Now, this couple had come, again, I'm going to re-emphasize this, they had come to court, they had been brought to court under the protection of the police, because the bride here, the girl you're seeing on your screen right now, the young woman really, I should say, I beg your pardon, Sakshi Misra, is the daughter of a BJP MLA from Bareilly. And she had made this video, again, that you're seeing on your screen right now, where she pleaded their case, this young couple's case, on camera last week. On this video, she asks her father to call his goons off, to make them back off her and her husband. Her husband, Ajitesh, belongs to a lower caste. The couple even came to the NDTV studios last week.
साक्षी मिश्रा विधायक बरेली की पुत्री और अजितेश का मामला आज माननीय उच्च न्यायालय में सुनवाई के लिए निश्चित था, जिसमें डीजीपी के आदेश पर सुरक्षा में इनको नोएडा से लाया गया था। लेकिन यहाँ हाईकोर्ट परिसर में सुनवाई के पहले ही जैसे ही पेश होने के लिए वो लोग आए तो पुलिस सुरक्षा में अजितेश की पिटाई की गई है, कुछ लोगों ने द्वारा उनकी पिटाई की गई है, जो मामला एक बहुत ही गंभीर और चिंताजनक है, क्योंकि माननीय उच्च न्यायालय में किसी पीड़ित को अगर परिसर के अंदर इस तरह पिटाई की जाएगी तो उनके वायरल किए गए वीडियो कहीं न कहीं सच्चाई थी कि उनको जान का खतरा है और ये घटना बहुत ही दुखद और गंभीर है, जिस पर माननीय उच्च न्यायालय ने सुमोटो लेते हुए डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन प्रयागराज को तलब किया है और इस पे कोई भी गाज गिर सकती है इलाहाबाद के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पे।
All right, let's go across to Alok Pandey, who's following this story. Alok, the story disturbing on so many levels. It really makes you question which century we're living in and how much India has changed, because I think it must have been 20 years ago that we had the Nitish Katara case, and now, the more things change, the more they remain the same, because this girl is basically complaining that she's scared for herself and her husband. But the story today, they were supposed to be under the protection of the UP police. So how is it possible that their lawyers are alleging that this couple were targeted on the court's premises? What exactly happened?
Well, two or three things. First of all, I think there are two important things that have happened outside and inside the Allahabad High Court today, and I'd like to briefly speak about both and then describe both in detail. There are two things that have happened almost simultaneously. One is Sakshi and Ajitesh. These two people had petitioned the Allahabad High Court and they were being heard today. They were heard today in Prayagraj in the Allahabad High Court. And like you said, they were assaulted, and even more shockingly, another couple, this couple also from Western UP, they were abducted from outside the premises of the Allahabad High Court. These are two separate cases, but I'd like to first speak about Sakshi and Ajitesh. Now, you're absolutely right in pointing out that Sakshi and Ajitesh were brought to the premises of the Allahabad High Court under protection from Noida, where they have been staying in the last few days, saying that they are fearful of their lives from the BJP MLA. Now, just as Ajitesh and Sakshi were entering the courtroom, they were roughed up by a few people there. There is no clarity right now on whether these people were lawyers or whether these people belonged to the MLA. Who these people were, we don't know. The other problem in reporting from the Allahabad High Court is that as reporters, you can't go inside and you can't report, so you have to rely on what the lawyers are telling you. In this case, there was that gentleman lawyer who said or claimed that he was there and said that Ajitesh was slapped and beaten up outside the court. Now, when they entered court, this was brought to the notice of the judge who was there, the presiding judge, and he has given orders that all kinds of necessary security should be provided to the couple as a first. He has ordered the SP of Prayagraj, an IPS officer, to personally ensure that whatever security is required for Sakshi and Ajitesh to travel to wherever they want to go next is given to them. The state government has also been directed that all arrangements for the security of this couple be made. In court, Sakshi and Ajitesh had produced their age certificates to certify that they are not minors, and their marriage certificate, quote unquote, which is again issued from a temple in Prayagraj. And the court, it seems, at least prima facie, was satisfied with the fact that these documents seem to be in order. So that is the news that we have from there. We are told that the couple has left the court premises, but we are not very sure of that right now. So we will get back with more. But I think, as you point out, the worrying aspect is that despite the premises bearing the sanctity of a high court, and that to a prestigious one like the Allahabad High Court, the couple was actually roughed up, or at least the husband Ajitesh was roughed up inside the court premises, and that is indeed worrying. That's number one. On the other couple, this is a couple from Western UP is what we are told. The girl, I believe, is from Amroha, which is a Western UP district, and the boy, we believe, is from Moradabad. The details about that is sketchy, but again it is extremely shocking that as this couple was entering court, perhaps in a similar kind of case where they feared their parents, their in-laws perhaps, and wanted to go to court to ensure their protection, a vehicle carrying a chairman kind of thing, which you see in UP all the time, despite all these police claims that they act against such people who carry these logos, etc. on their cars, nothing happens. A car comes there. Perhaps at gunpoint, these people were abducted, they were put in a car and they were driven. Now, they were recovered from Fatehpur, which is a district right next to Prayagraj, and the police have brought them to a police station. And the SSP and other senior officers of the Prayagraj district are going there to try and get an insight into what exactly their case is and what is happening. But again, I think the problem in their case again is the fact that they were going to court to try and get some justice, and right outside the court, as prestigious a court as the Allahabad High Court, they were abducted, they were picked up in a vehicle, driven for 50-60 kilometers before they could be recovered.